Hello, I'm astrologer David Palmer. I want to talk about all the events that have led up to this Boston bomb. You know, this is really crazy energy that we've been going through on the planet. One is the night before the Boston bomb happened, we had Venus that left Aries and went into Taurus. And the reason why this is so important is the Sun was connected with Mars and Venus and the week before, which was really highlighting the masculine and feminine energy and how it can come together. Yet, when Venus left into Taurus, it left the Sun and Mars together to highlight the masculine energy and to highlight especially the last couple thousand years of what this masculine energy has done with wars and the power of this just masculine side of life. And I think this Boston bombing really highlighted the power of masculinity on the planet and how we need more feminine energy. We need to balance things out. We need the feminine energy to take the reins here if this place is going to keep going in the way that we want it to go. You know, we can throw up crazy control of the structure, more security, more things like this, and it's not going to do anything until we live in a society that is based upon equalizing feminine and masculine energy. You know, it's been overly masculine. It's been just all masculine energy, and the feminine energy has been suppressed for a long time. Take a look, for example, of women's rights. You know, I mean, it's pretty crazy to see on how women's rights have been suppressed for so long, yet now women are finally becoming the equals that they deserve to be. And you know, it's time for that energy to take its next couple thousand years. I mean, we went through December 21st, 2012. That was no coincidence. That was no random event. Ever since that has started, you know, this is really starting to see the new world that must be completely transformed. And doing things the old way or the old systems of control, the old system, the old structure is not going to work anymore. It's time to reinvent this, really step into some radical new energy. I mean, our governments, everything is going to have to change the way that it operates. It's, you know, the tighter that the clamps are going to get on everybody and everything, the more this stuff is going to keep happening and happening and happening. You know, especially if we keep leading in this very masculine, very society, which is very warlike, very, you know, anger, you know, conquering, like, you know, making a war out of everything, making a war out of the people. I mean, it was highlighted this week. Not only that, we had Saturn and Uranus in this very weird angle in astrology, and I mean, exact. One of the weirdest angles you can have in astrology, and it really is forcing us to cut down to the truth and to expose the truth of our society, of what's happening. You know, I think there's a lot to see of, you know, America. What is the truth? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there in the world who do not like America, and it's by our own doing, to be honest with you. And it's going to be hard to deal with that. It's going to force a new identity of America. It's going to force America to step into some new goals. Some new opportunities are only going to come by us changing our course, how we deal with the people, how we deal with the masculine and feminine energy here on Earth. I mean, America likes to lead with this, pardon my French here, but they're cock out. You know, we lead with this big cock out, this huge defense military. I mean, that really doesn't matter at the end of the day if you're going to have people come into this country and plant bombs, like with household items. You're not going to be able to stop this. You're not going to be able to control the guns or control. I mean, all that stuff is just rhetoric and just waste of time to even talk about. The simplest thing that can happen now is become new. Try new things out. Try things we haven't tried out before. Not tighten things, though. Not restrict things from happening. It's going to take freedom. It's going to take the respect of, you know, having more compassion, having more beauty on this planet, and leading in a planet that's based off beauty opposed to conquering and winning. You know, it's not going to work anymore. And I think it was highlighted this week in such a horrible and tragic event like Boston bombing. But, you know, I am an astrologer and I look at the energies of what our planet is going through based off the position of this Earth and the Sun, and more importantly, especially what's happening galactically as far as where the Sun is going with all this crazy energy in the galaxy. I mean, we have really shifted into this new place, and it's about what we do with this energy. It's about how do we ascend higher as a race, as people on the planet, and as an individual in yourself. It's going to take trying a whole new system. It's going to be about letting go of the old system. So whatever this system is, it's not working, and it's going to keep going like this. I mean, these events just keep happening back to back to back to back, month after month after month, and you know, we have to find a new way. We have to find compassion in ourselves. We need to team up as people and really come together and see, you know, a new mind, a new attitude of positivity, and really spread this like wildfire and step out of the fear that is spread through our own people. It's our own media, you know, for money, for greed. I mean, people like Anderson Cooper up there, who I don't know if you understand his family roots of how he got in that position, but just go take a look at the guy. I mean, he will say whatever he's got to say for that check. He's actually not representing the people. You know, it's time for the people to all stick together. It doesn't matter what your job is. If it's going to hurt humanity, hurt your country, or hurt anything, you can't do it anymore. It's going to take, you know, strength from within. That's where we need to find. Oh, I got sand in my eye. It's going to take strength from within, not strength on the outside, for us to really change this place. And more importantly, us to really highlight the way that our mind, our attitudes have all thought life should be, or thought the system should be. It's time to really open up the mind more and tap in more spiritually and find some more compassion, and not get lost in what direction religion is or what direction spirit is, and just knowing that this is a one universe, a one earth, a one energy source. And how do you collectively all connect to that one source? And how do we all collectively connect to compassion and love and positivity? And it's going to take just what we all do individually. That's it. That's the only equation that it is. It's not how we control the system for some individuals. It's about how do we communicate to each one of ourselves this positivity, this beauty in the world, and it's going to take what you do as your own self as an example of how to make this world go exactly where we need it to go. So I thank you for listening to me, and I just wanted to do this little message about this week. It's a beautiful week. It ends up to be with great energy, a big epiphany, and I think the events of this week really show us a new direction to go, and this really exciting energy to really fall in under individually, to find out where we go with this energy, find out, you know, more importantly, what we're going to go create now, a better earth, a more valuable earth, and to find how worthy we all are as people to have the best earth on the planet, but more importantly, to understand the value of each one of ourselves, and to take that new self and do something amazing with it, not destructive. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions, you can hit me up, david-palmer.com, or my Inclusive Astrology website. Thank you.